Anna, thank you so much for joining. It's been a while since we've gotten together for one of these little Z briefs. And, the reason why on my end, at least, it's I've been moving my office and helping Jason move a bunch of other stuff around for we got we got a new faculty member who's going to be joining us. And so, there's just a lot of commotion kind of over in the actual physical Atlas building where we normally are located. But for now, for the summer, we are still offering some virtual titles as we get ready for things to kind of get back to normal. Fingers crossed, with films dropping in September, showing in Munzinger. But until then, as mentioned, we are still providing virtual screenings via our website. So I did want to call attention to some new titles. As of July 16th, we'll have and we'll be adding a documentary that will be of interest to people who are into choreographers and dancers and many others. It's called "Can You Bring It?" Bill T. Jones and "Demand in the Waters." This one promises to have some great interviews and archive material. I'll let Jason put up a trailer for this one real quick so you can get a taste for yourself.
This is not a balletic piece. It's lyrical, but it's athletic. Demand in the Waters is a piece by Bill T. Jones. It is considered Jones's most successful dance.
For D-Man in the Waters, Bill T. Jones.
All his movements always had some sort of meaning or task to them, and any emotion that came out, it came out of the movement.
The work was play. The play was work. The work was about changing perception.
Arnie and I were a couple. We wanted to make a community who had a mission and a direction.
That community thing changed radically when all of a sudden it was, how do we save ourselves?
I remember half my phone book had died.
Recently, Arnie Zane learned he has AIDS.
Did I even see him once cry with frustration because he had to realize that he was not going to beat it? What is D-Man? Is it alive now? Is it a cautionary tale? Is it one of inspiration?
What is our AIDS right now? What are we going through? Your generation isn't doing it. So the 9 of you are going to do it. And you're going to do it each night on that stage.
What do they share that is so big that you need a piece like this to move it?
Do you dare to let the stakes really be high? No matter what happens, don't give up.
We were hurting, but our work was a way that we kept going. Let me see your hands. It's I give up or I have nothing to fear. I love you. I love you. Yeah.
Also on the roster as of July 16th, another documentary. This one's about Helen Keller. Helen Keller might be the most famous blind deaf woman on the planet. But did you also know that as not only was she a great humanitarian, but she was also a very dedicated socialist? And you can find out more by watching the documentary, Her Socialist Smile. And again, we've got a trailer for that one as well. So check it out. Jason, if you don't mind sharing this with our viewers.
Cross
Other titles seeing action include Asia, which is described as a film about motherhood, sacrifice, and love. I seem to recall that our webmaster, Marty Mapes, saw this one and he gave it a rave review. So I might put this on the short list. You know what? Might as well, since we haven't been doing too many of these Z-briefs, let's give this one a quick peek as well.
Когда ты была маленькая, мы так засыпали с тобой. Только когда я пела, ты успокаивалась. Ложкой снег мешая, ночь идет большая.
Да,
Тоже ты, малышка, не спишь.
قطعت موخة.
شبعت ليلى. Спят твои соседи, белые медведи, спи ты.
أنا بميون.
Ты же знаешь, что нельзя смешивать лекарства со спиртным. Что случилось? Вика, тебе больно?
أنا اختبر بتولى.
Знаешь, ты что у них там между ног? Такое же большое удовольствие. Я серьезно. Это единственное, что я от них получила.
So.
All right. Sorry. So we're just kind of blazing through these. And I'm sorry, I've just had you I know you haven't seen any of those, Anna, but have you seen anything on our website lately that you'd like to add?
Yes, recently I watched Slow Machine, which is one of the newer editions as well. And that one, it's fairly short. I believe it's just 72 minutes.
Yep.
And what I really appreciated about that movie is that it was all shot on 16mm film. And we love the use of film when it comes to shooting. So I really enjoyed that aspect. Otherwise, it was, I think, a piece that you just kind of, it has a lot of different vignettes, and so there's not necessarily a clear narrative line to follow, but it's more of a movie that you just kind of watch and experience the tone of the movie as it goes through. But it does in some moments follow, or the main plot line of the movie is an actress interacting with an FBI agent and how there's kind of some paranoia that is sparked between that relationship. So it was definitely something different from what I'd seen in a while. So
yeah, it sounds like something off the beaten track for sure. I remember that one got a New York Times pick, critics pick, and I believe a couple of reviewers sort of said that it had tones of Inland Empire, maybe. But I did see that was shot on Kodak 16mm film, and I sometimes. I mean, I love grain so much that I'll forgive a movie even if the plot doesn't necessarily grab my attention, because then I can just nerd out on the grain. I believe that I think I saw Chloe Sevigny's name listed as someone who gets a cameo maybe, or a brief part in there as well.
Yes.
So yeah. IFS customers will certainly know her from some titles that she's been in that we've shown in the past. And Munzinger, were there, and I think we still have quite a few things available to watch through our website that have been there for throughout the summer. Are there any other titles that come to mind that you want to just give a shout out to that were favorites of yours?
Yes, two of my favorites, and we've reviewed these on previous conversations, but two that really have stood out to me are Sin, about Michelangelo, and Dark Circle, about the different nuclear things around this area. So very interesting titles that I think I do still think about frequently. So I would highly recommend those two.
Great. So thanks, Ana, for that. And we certainly look forward to seeing people again in person in Munzinger, probably starting September. And we're just starting to piece together some programs. And but until then, we're still offering up these virtual titles. And as a reminder, the distributors are splitting the proceeds from these virtual screenings with the IFS, and every little bit has really helped us out. So a big thank you to anyone watching who has been checking out those titles, and we'll keep offering some of those throughout July and August, and then hopefully get back on the ground with physical screenings in Munzinger with some cool 35 millimeter editions, as well as some special guests. And we can't wait. We can't wait. So Ana, I know I'll be seeing you pretty soon, just for some more moving projects in Atlas. But we look forward to seeing everyone else very soon. And we hope you're having a great summer. All right. Ciao.
Ciao.